I was gonna do the same thing from yesterday. This shit's awkward, bruh. I'm recording the front-facing way, so it's like I can't see myself. So it's weird, man. I don't know what I look like when I'm talking. It makes me uncomfortable. Alright. I forgot my glasses, so we about to go. Ooh, frontal view. Frontal view. What up, dog? The dog said hey. And I said gay. Alright. Turn the dinghy on. We just got out of the shower. Glasses. Fuck me, man. God damn these glasses. Some fancy bullshit, dude. Ain't even fancy, bro. They're just fucking overcomplicated and simple. Or maybe I'm just retarded. Ah, da da da, da 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 da. I said, us. You know? Alright. So, how are y'all monkeys doing? We all got a little bit of monkey in us. Can't lie about that. That is the truth. It is Wednesday. I knew that. Probably about fucking 10 o'clock. I don't know. Just got back from work 2 hours ago. Went and did the same routine, which actually I haven't explained my routine to you, but I'll explain it. When I get home from work, recount the day, everything that I've done, anything that I may have learned, when I did it, and then after that, I will pray for however long. Just sometimes I just go on and on and on like I do in these videos, and then after that, I will practice my singing. Let me think. So what's the word we use there? You know, I've allotted some time now, let's say that, to practicing singing. I always sang, after I, recalled the day and prayed, but I never really did like a routine like I'm doing right now. It's a lot more disciplined. We did diaphragmatic breathing for 10 minutes today because of that. But anyways, I practiced my singing. And then after that, I'll do whatever else I want to do. And then, typically after that, I will start recording. Now, this is a part of that routine now. And I'll just talk about whatever I want to talk about, whatever I've thought throughout the day. Just kind of get it out there. Anything that's currently on my mind. And here we are. That's the routine. And then whenever I wake up, 50% of the time, cook breakfast. I need to get better at looking at the camera. I'm sorry. This is just how I am naturally. I'm sort of picturing what I'm talking about. So because of that, I'm not really looking at a camera. You know what I mean? It's something that I have to practice. That's for sure. I'm going to go ahead and reach. Make sure the crack ain't showing. Get some water bottles made. What were we talking about? No, what were we talking about, y'all? That's right, the eye contact thing. But before we were talking about what we did for the day, and then, so basically I was saying all of that, to transition into what I wanted to talk about today, which is, if I can remember, so I'll first start off by talking about what led to me confirming what I had originally thought. And what it was I was starting with how I wanted to explain my story. Because I know what's happened to myself, but I've never actually, I know what happened to myself physically and what affected me, but and I know how bad, but I don't know how to put it into words. So it's like I know, I felt, and I've worked to fix, but I really can't explain because I don't physically know what was wrong with me. I don't have the definitions, and I basically don't have anything I can show to you to compare. You kind of just have to trust me. And who would trust a 21-year-old saying, bro, I was fucked up, if I'm being honest. Like, I had chronic pain. Nobody's gonna listen to you. They're gonna hear chronic pain and go, this kid's fucking overreacting. And by the way, it's not, this is what, when they hear me say chronic pain, they're thinking of, like, oh my God, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, oh my God, this hurts so much I can't do any sports or activities. I could, man, but I would just end up getting injured because my body was that weak. Like, I can still go out and play, but, like, I'll get fucked up. And because of that, like, yeah, I really wasn't able to have the active lifestyle that I wanted, because, you know, I made a change in my mindset, and it was, I don't want to sit around anymore. I need to go out and do something. It was around the time of my life where, like, I wrote on a piece of paper everything that was wrong with me, and I need to speed this up because I am going deep here. I wrote everything down on a piece of paper that was wrong with me, and I wanted to change it. I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to run anymore. Anytime these opportunities come up where I would normally say no, I would now say yes to, and I would just go out, and any problem that I knew was wrong with me, I would actively seek to fix, and I covered everything. And that's kind of why I am the way that I am today. All of that to say I fucking forgot. God damn it. Hang on, please. Hang on. We were explaining all of that to explain that was one of the problems that I wanted to fix. I wanted to have an active lifestyle, but now I can't because physically I'm fucked up, and that's a problem that we now have to fix if we want to fix that. And as I started to do this, at first it was just bodybuilding, like just lifting weights. Then, you know, pain started to just get worse and worse and worse because my body's fucked up. There's a lot of imbalances. Now we're getting to the juicy part. There are a lot of imbalances. There is a ton of tension all throughout the body, but also a lot of not just muscle imbalances, but just a lot of, I can't think, I need to learn this word. My body was just asymmetrical. It was lopsided. Like even now, you can tell. Like, this shoulder is still in. And we've done a lot of stretches for this shoulder today. Like, a lot. But this shoulder is still in. It needs to come out. But in the past, think about just how much worse it was, dude. It was like up here, and this shoulder was like back here, and my back was slouched to the left, and I was down, and, you know, kind of like just fucked up, man. I'm dead serious too. That's why in like old videos you would always kind of, you know, see me sit a certain way. Now I'm trying to fix that. That's why I'm like kind of obsessed with sitting like this now, is because, you know, I'm able to visually spot what's wrong with me. My spine isn't curving, you know, nothing's compensating. You can't hide it because it's symmetrical. And that's why sometimes you see me switch feet, just because, you know, just like how I preach whenever you work out, you know, if you're going to do it on one side, do it on the other. This is the same thing. And this is like one of the best posture corrections that you can do. Yeah, that's a side note that we'll save for later, posture corrections. But anyways, to get back on track, there was a lot of muscle imbalances. A lot of things just were asymmetrical and lopsided, tight, and not just like muscle imbalances, but like tension imbalances. Like, some things were more flexible than others. Like, I was literally just like, this just sounds like the right word to use. I don't know what it means. Amalgamated, okay? Amalgamated. I was fucked up, dude. I was mangled. I swear to God I had scoliosis. I swear to God I still have scoliosis. Like, my back is fucked up, dude. My brother has it. My brother Sam has it. My dad has a bad back. My dad, my uncle, and my other uncle have a bad back. I don't know about my granddad. D-Daddy, a Woolard back. My Aunt Sherry was saying, you know, do you have a Woolard back? That's how bad their fucking backs are. So there's that side of the family. So yeah, man, fucked up. And so basically, starting from the beginning, we decided we wanted to change. We worked to get the change, but then we spotted even more problems that we didn't realize were there, and that was just how fucked up my body was, and now became the journey to fix said body. And whenever I did this, where's the connection here? Give me a second. This is like the parts in the video where I need to edit out. But honestly, I'm too lazy to. I'm just recording a video and I'm just sitting here talking and thinking. I'm just having a good time. So if there's ever like a moment where I'm thinking, just skip, okay? But anyways, I do have to think for a little bit because I want to figure out how I want to connect this. I'm forgetting what the connection was that I had in my head, because I had a connection there. It's annoying too, because now it feels like somebody's waiting on me, which is like fucking with my train of thought. Anyways, we'll just, everything that we stated right there, just remember that that is pretty much from beginning to end what my fitness journey was like. The decision to change, the effort, the realization that although I'm trying, I'm not doing the right thing, and that I need to change again onto where I am today. So remember that. Set that to the side. We might come back to that if it hits us. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, hold on, I might have gotten a message from my mom. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Got it. Okay. Now, the problem is, I don't know if I have this saved on this phone. I have to have this saved on this phone. ChatGPT spinal. Okay. So, I asked ChatGPT a question earlier today because this was something that I had always wondered. Okay, so there's the connection. God damn. I'm sorry. Holy shit. That's fucking awesome. But whenever I realized that I wasn't actually doing the right thing in my training and that I needed to change, that's whenever I started to begin this journey. And along this journey, I have learned a lot about my body and about what certain feelings mean, and listening to it. And in some cases, there's times where you get a feeling and it's new. Genuinely, it's a new feeling. And you have to listen to it and repeat routines or repeat movements while always remembering how your body felt the time prior, and then always comparing that information while listening to that new overall general feeling. What does this have to do with this? And it sounds complicated, but I promise you it's really just simple. I promise you, it is as simple as just going out, exercising to strengthen the body and not to just grow big muscles. You're training for longevity, essentially, and elasticity. But you're going out and then you're just listening to your body the whole time. And it's you don't have to force yourself to listen. You just focus. That's it. You don't have to force yourself to listen. You focus on what feels good. That's it. You focus on what feels good. And if there's anything bad, remember that. Remember the angle you were at, how deep down you were, how hard you pushed. Did you jolt anything? Did anything give way? Or was it like we just got to a certain point in the pain? Did it ease into the pain, or was it sudden? Was there a click? Was there a pop? Like all of the things that you've experienced before happen in your body. You kind of use that as a reference. But yeah, sometimes there's like a new feeling, and you have to think about what it means. Like, is this a good thing? it feels good, but it's painful. But what does it mean? What's happening right now? Essentially, what's happening? Because it feels good, you know it's good, but what the fuck is happening? And one of the things I looked up that I was curious about was my back. I have been stretching my back obsessively recently, doing this motherfucker and getting real good at doing that because I have like a lot of back pain and a lot of tension. And that's something I want to get rid of because, like, for example, not being able to touch my toes is partially because of that reason. But it's also because of, I'm pretty confident, because of tight fascia running all the way up the body. Because you got to imagine, I'm sitting here playing video games in my fucking room all day, except not like this, more like this and slouched. And I'm doing that goddamn 12 hours a day. Basically just all fucking day. Because if I'm not doing that, I'm laying in bed. I wouldn't go outside. And I had no physical activity whatsoever. And doing that for X amount of time, which there was physical activity put in there, but it was long stints of doing this and then going out and doing short bursts of physical activities or short, like a 2-week, change of, we just happen to be put in circumstances where we are going out and we are being a lot more physically active. But, it was essentially just like a lot of time on and then that. And because of that, it's like, even though I was still being active, it wasn't enough. So it's like my body was still decaying. And then whenever I would do something, it still is becoming lopsided and losing its structure that I was born with. Because even though I'm still going out and using it, I'm not doing it enough. And eventually, so all of that to say, it got worse to the point where it's like I would work at Whole Foods. I was a dishwasher there for a year, so that was a lot of physical activity every single day. But it wasn't like the, let's say the even type of physical activity where you're building yourself to be more capable like I'm doing right now. It was simply just physical labor, which was just washing dishes. So it was primarily the right arm. It wasn't a lot on the left side. And then it just wasn't, And then after that, I quit my job. And then I, again, just went back to playing video games and I just went back to decaying. So that's what happened to my body. And that's what I'm trying to fix. And one of the problems that I had from playing video games is, I believe, a compressed spine. I looked up on, or I asked ChatGPT because I was just curious. And I'll tell you the question that I asked. I started my fitness journey to fix my body a year ago. Now that I've progressed quite a bit, I'm looking back into the past and trying to figure out what was wrong with me and why, so that I can better explain my story to others. All of this to say, I believe that I had a compressed spine, and due to playing video games for years. Is this accurate / possible? All right. Jesus Christ. Yes, it's entirely possible that years of playing video games contributed to spinal compression. Prolonged sitting, especially with poor posture, can lead to spinal misalignment, muscle imbalances, and weakened core and back muscles. Over time, this can result in compression of the spine, reduced dishydration, and even nerve impingements. Common issues with prolonged gaming include forward head posture, something that I'm actively trying to fix. One of the exercises I used to do whenever I began my fitness journey was this one, which I stopped because I just kept getting injured too often. But that was to fix that forward sitting neck and strengthen it. Now I've sort of just stopped doing that so much and more so just really focused on stretching, and whatever tension I have in this neck, in this area, I would love to completely get rid of that before I even start that exercise I just did. And even before I start that exercise, I'm going to work my way into that range of motion. I'm not just going to blast it. I've learned my lesson. Seriously, that one is fucking interesting. rounded shoulders and kyphosis, hunching forward. You've heard me say in previous videos, like, I just can't keep myself up. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but like, it feels awkward to stand because I want to do this, but it's like, it requires conscious effort, like effort to do this. And that feels weird doing that around other people. It doesn't feel natural. And in a way, it feels like I'm like trying to show off in front of everybody. Like, oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm fucking here. But that's not what I'm trying to do. It's like my back fucking hurts, dude. Like, my body, I can feel it desperately pleading for me to keep my shoulders back. And that sounds weird to say, but I can. And I don't, because I just feel weird doing it in front of other people. Anterior pelvic tilt. That is something that I have. It is something that I'm also trying to fix. Because, again, the weakened lower core muscles and maybe back muscles, it just causes, I don't know, your pelvis doesn't sit in the right position. That's why sometimes you see me do what I'm doing right now. Just moving the pelvis itself through that range of motion. And you are essentially squeezing core, going back, and then squeezing lower back. And then sometimes left to right, left to right. That's it. So anterior pelvic tilt. I'm pretty sure that helps with that. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't watched YouTube videos to figure this stuff out. I could be wrong, but it feels like I'm right because I'm listening to my body as I'm doing this, and let me tell you, it feels good. And let me tell you, while I'm also doing it, guess what I can feel? Compression. My spine feels compressed. And that's why I asked it, like, can playing video games lead to a compressed spine? Because I almost can't believe I have that. I'm fucking 21 years old. A compressed spine? Damn, bruh. What the fuck? What the hell? Reduced spinal mobility and compression is the fourth one. So common issues from prolonged gaming. That's what all of that stems from. Just to go back over it. Forward head posture, rounding shoulders, kyphosis, anterior pelvic tilt. So, in here, bop, bop, and then bop, and then compressed spine and reduced mobility. So you can still see I don't have the strength to get the lower back all the way up like it should be. I still don't have the strength to hold this position, but I'm getting there. Doing a lot of stretches. All right. And then to wrap it up, Mr. Chat said, if you've been working on posture correction and core strengthening, you're likely reversing a lot of these effects, which is what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not looking up videos. I'm not doing what people are telling me. I'm just listening to my body and watching the results because I can see and feel the results, and it's fun to do as well. But have you noticed any improvement in back pain, flexibility, or overall movement quality? And this is where I asked a good question, because it's a question I've been sitting on for a while. So I'm patting my own back here, because I've wanted to ask somebody this question, but I don't have anybody to ask this question. I really don't know anybody that understands this stuff. So the question, and then I said all of the above except back pain. It's actually gotten worse since I've started to do a lot of work on my lower back. But I believe, based off of personal experience, when confronting issues like these, pain will get worse before it gets better. This is what I've personally experienced. This is what I was bringing to Mr. Chat. I've noticed that pain generally gets worse before it gets better whenever you're trying to confront a chronic, long-standing issue. And I don't know why this happens, but I can explain this. It's like an adjustment period, essentially. Your body is so used to being in this position, and that means the muscles, the bones, the ligaments, the tendons, whatever the fuck, has been so used to being in this position that it's adapted to being in this position. And whenever you're trying to undo that, it's like the body has to respond. It goes, oh wait, fuck, we're supposed to do this? Like, oh, what the fuck? So it's a little bit of that mixed in there, but it's also a little bit of like stone. It's like it turns to stone in a sense. It used to be active muscle. It used to be strong ligaments and tendons. There used to be padding, but now it's like, since it hasn't had to use it, it hasn't even fed it its nutrients that it needs. So because of that, I believe that in a way it turns to stone. I haven't read ChatGPT's response yet. I wanted to wait until I recorded this video. And then also I was taking a shit while I was looking this up. Sorry. And my boss called me while I was in the middle of asking this question. I was like, oh, fuck. So I really didn't have time to, if I'm being honest. But, what were we doing, man? Oh, yeah. So I haven't read the responses yet, but I believe that everything turns to stone. Because that's, again, what it feels like. Like, it doesn't... Because this is how I know, right? The difference between... This is exactly how I know. Like I said, when you listen... Oh, you're about to learn something. Because I kind of just learned something, in a way. It's like I'm learning how to explain it, even though I know it. So, whenever I first started my fitness journey, the way that this joint felt in the beginning versus how it feels right now, it feels like there's no impingements, there's no pain, it feels active, it feels healthy, it feels strong, and it feels a lot better than it did in the beginning. But I also remember how it felt in the beginning, and I can compare that versus now. And I remember in the beginning, I mean, it just felt fucking stiff, like a sharp impingement almost. And there was a lot of popping, no strength, cramping. I mean, it just sucked. A lot like how my back feels right now. So that leads me to connect the dots. That, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so that's why I got confused there. That allowed me to connect the dots. So just like how my leg is doing the same thing my back is doing, well, my back right now, even though I'm doing all of the right things and training the right way, my back feels better before it gets, my back feels worse before it gets better. And the reason why is because of everything that I just explained. But also on top of that, the reason why I know that, because those are just ideas that I have. I don't know if they're actually true. So throw those out of the water. The reason why I know that my back is going to be okay isn't because of everything that I just explained. It's because my leg has been there, done that. And I remember whenever I started training my leg, that it honestly got worse. And I felt more like of a disturbance in the area before it got better, even though I was doing the right things. But it's like, it feels worse, but in a good way. Like, if you keep doing the right things, it still feels better, even though it feels worse, if that makes any sense at all. But since I've been there before with my leg, I know it'll be the same with my back. And that even though, like, I can feel it more now, and it's like a lot more uncomfortable more often, which is why you see me like move around a lot, is because like the back, I can feel it. And because of that, I'm really just listening to it as I'm speaking. And now that I'm like talking about the back more, it's funny, I'm actually becoming more aware of it and starting to do more shit. But anyways, I know my leg's gonna be fine, and because of that, I know the same thing's happening with my back. But now let's go on to what is factual. I would assume ChatGPT is giving me the truth because I asked a question. We went into detail. So let's see what it has to say. It said, "You are absolutely right." Fuck yeah. Pain often gets worse before it gets better when correcting long-standing postural and muscular imbalances. This happens for a few key reasons. Number one, awakening and strengthening. Muscle awakening and strengthening. When you start activating muscles that were weak and dormant for long periods of time, they go through an adaptation phase. These muscles are suddenly being asked to do their job, leading to soreness, discomfort as they build endurance and coordination. Coordination is the important part. That's, I feel like, the most fun aspect of training in this type of way, is that in a sense you start to connect with your body more. You get more coordination, and it's weird. It's just like you're connecting with yourself. It's a lot cooler than bodybuilding and looking bigger, okay? Because I'm still happy with the way that I look, if I'm being honest. Breaking up compensations. There you go. Compensations, I don't even have to look at it. Compensations come from muscle imbalances. Muscle imbalances come from either doing things a certain way for a long period of time or a lack of use, leading to decay. All right, so this is what it said. Over time, so yeah, long periods of time, your body develops compensatory, that doesn't sound right, movement patterns to protect weak areas. Okay, so that too, yeah. When you start correcting posture and strengthening neglected muscles, your body has to relearn how to distribute tension and load properly. This shift can temporarily cause pain as the nervous system adjusts. Number 3, I really don't have anything else to add there. Number 3, soft tissue remodeling. Okay, your fascia, ligaments, and even vertebral discs adapt to poor posture over years. That's right, yeah. So that full body tension, right? Whenever I do this, I can feel the fascia. And what lights it up like a fucking Christmas tree is doing this. And that's also why you see me twist. You really can't see me do this. That's why you see me twist whenever I'm doing this. Because I'm trying to get the most stretch out of my body possible. When you begin reversing that process, these tissues experience increased stress as they realign. This can lead to inflammation, which I can feel that. That's partially why I do this, like decompression, because it's like I'm almost trying to like help with inflammation, because this feels like inflammation. It feels angry, and this is a very soothing thing to do. That's what decompression is. It's just very soothing, man. My back feels angry, and I'm just doing something to, take a little bit of stress off of its plate, dude. That's it. I feel like that's a perfect way to explain it. Let me pop my back real quick. I'm joking. All right. I hope that the camera quality is looking better so far. I mean, I've had to flip the camera, so I can't look at myself, which is annoying because I like to sort of see if I'm standing straight or whatever. And I also just like to look at my body language, if that makes sense. But number 4, so inflammation and discomfort. Sorry, for number 3, this can lead to inflammation and discomfort before they adapt to a healthier state. So it's like you're aggravating the beehive, that stone it doesn't want to break. It's been there for a while and it doesn't want to leave, but we gotta kick you out, motherfucker, essentially, to put it in layman's terms. Number 4, increased mobility increased mobility equals temporary instability. This has been something that I have experienced before. It's something I still will continue to experience because I'm not there yet. I still have a lot of work to do. But temporary instability, it's interesting. Basically, since you're stretching and unlocking these new ranges of motion, you have to use them. You've unlocked it, but now you have to use it. It's just like this. So this is the type of person I am. I like to find the connections in things across different subjects. And one of the things that, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because that's exactly what I'm about to do. Whenever in singing, I've noticed to get better at singing, it feels like I first have to come up with the idea, which is easy. I am full of ideas and I am making a lot of mistakes while I sing, so there's a lot to work on. But I get an idea of what I want to improve, but more importantly, how I want to improve it. How does it feel like? And then I do that, and then it feels better. But now you have to practice it and actually use it. And then once you get to that certain point, well, guess what, buddy? You're still just scratching the surface. Here's a new idea. Here's another way you can improve. But now you have to actually practice it and do it so you can improve. And then on and on and on and on. Oh my fucking God. I'm full of ideas, man. Can I just get good at this already? Holy shit. Dude, test your fucking patience, man. But, man. But also, like, with this fitness journey, to where it's like you come up with a new idea, you test it out, you listen to your body, you see how it feels. Holy shit, it feels great. It's very challenging. Clearly, it's something that you need to do and work on. So, well, fuck. Now we have to do it. And then, let's see what else. Where's that same connection at? Because there was a third one. It wasn't just two subjects. That's not enough. I had a third one in mind. I don't know. I mean, video games, but I don't know. I don't know what the third one was. But, ouch. And I don't remember where I was going from that. But, here, we'll just, go back to reading ChatGPT. Maybe this will actually remind us. Feeling unstable. Yeah, that was the third subject. I did include like the whole fitness journey thing in there, and this is a part of the fitness journey, so it kind of doesn't count, but we're still going to count it as a third one. Beach. But yeah, that instability, to where it's like you've unlocked this new range of motion, but now you have to actually use it. Like day to day, you have to consciously choose to do things in a different manner that to which you were used to, because you need to grow. We can't do what we've always done, because that's the reason why we're here in the first place. So you do the new thing, the thing that you know works, because yesterday you weren't able to do it, and you're trained to do more now, right? Okay, so then do more. And I'll go ahead and tell you, that's one hell of a drive. That is one hell of a drive. I didn't see this coming, but yeah, day one compared to where I'm at right now, my work ethic has fucking exploded. I still don't believe that I do enough at work yet, but I'm really not stressed out, because I know there will come a time whenever the people I work with will depend on me, because I'm still new, right? But I know that there will be a time when they will work me like a dog. So I'm really not in a rush. I am happy with just kind of floating around. You know what I mean? Because I'm still making a good impression. People still like me. I like them. And yeah. I don't know. It's a different work environment. I'll say that, compared to what I'm used to. But it's a good one. There's bad apples, but you can easily ignore them. Just focus on the good ones. But yeah, that was the third subject, that instability. But yeah, you have to, when you get that new mobility, let's say, for example, this is how it started out for me. This is literally exactly how it started out, which, by the way, now another example of how I'm going to stand up. I'm not going to stand up in a normal, easy way, because how I used to stand up was like this. I would go, some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy on the joints. But now, whenever I stand up, I'm going to choose to stand up in a way that before was a problem for me. Like recently, like most recently, because I want to improve. And this is how I've been standing up at work today, especially, is whenever I stand up. A problem that I used to have big time was stretching like this, like standing up like this, while, keeping my legs down like this. Like my knees would crack and there would be a lot of pain. But recently, because of me, number one, doing this and doing a lot of lower back work, but also doing this right here where it's like I'm pulling the feet back, but I'm still trying to stretch. So there's tension, but I'm still stretching. And that, since there's now tension while I'm stretching that muscle and I'm putting that muscle under a load, it has directly helped and transferred over to this move that has always cracked my knees. So at work, I've been standing up like this just a few times, not every time. Jesus Christ, not every time. That's how you injure yourself. But, just whenever it felt right. And that's one of the things that you have to do. But the first stretch, the first example that I ever did, because it's always start small. It's not what I just did right there. It's instead of bending down to pick something up and, like using a hand for support or whatever, since we've been, one of the stretches that I did whenever I first started out was, right foot pointed to the right, left foot pointed to the left, grabbing something to keep my head down, and then standing up while trying to keep my body low to stretch while also adding tension. So, and then also just doing regular like toe touch stretches as well. Because of that, I made a point to, instead of going down and picking something like that up at work, I would go down like this and pick it up to force myself to use that mobility that I'm training for. Because it's like, you want the mobility, right? Well, then use it. Use it. There you go. All right. Because if you aren't using it on a day-to-day basis and making it a part of your life and who you are, then I don't believe you actually really care, if I'm being honest. Because, sure, over time it makes you weird and people might call you extra, but it's like you're just trying to connect with who you are. That's really it. And you should be doing it too, I've never actually been judged for it. Well, I have. But I definitely know that people think it. Because people think that about anybody who does anything weird, or not weird, but anything different. Anything that's outside of the norm. So I know people think it, but I just do it anyways. Because I know that I'm right and you're wrong. If you want to have a conversation about why I'm so fucking weird, if you want to come and say it to my face, then let's fucking go. All day. And I'll take it. And guess what? I'm going to give it right fucking back to you. You better be perfect, bro. Because if you have any problem, anything that makes you stand out to me, I'm going to see it. And I'm going to bring that right to your front door. And it's going to piss you off because I know it's something that everybody thinks about you, or some people think about you, but nobody actually has the balls to say it to your face. It's going to cut deep. So you better be perfect, man. That's all I'm saying. Because if you want to come after me and how I'm weird and, different, or try to poke fun of me, genuinely poke fun of me, not just banter and fucking around, you're going to hear it. And it's not going to be fun. And if I have nothing to say, I'll just call you a bitch. I got to do something, bro. You know what I mean? I can't just take it. Yeah, and the easy one's just fat ass. It's like, oh, you think I'm weird for stretching? Lose some fucking weight, bro. Fat ass? Huh? I bet you can touch your toes, bro. You bend over and all that fucking weight folds you like a pancake, dude. You fat motherfucker. Something like that. But, my lips are so dry, bro. They just keep bleeding. See, right there, my back just fucking popped. That's not why I made the noise, though. It's just fun to do. Yeah. But, seriously, let's see if there's anything left from ChatGPT real quick. And if not, we're switching topics. So, the last one is nerve sensitivity. When spinal compression is relieved, nerves that were previously impinged or restricted may become more active. This can lead to temporary nerve pain, tingling, or discomfort as the nervous system recalibrates. Your intuition, so this is what it's saying about me, and it is kind. Let's say that. Your intuition about an adjustment period is spot on. The key is to differentiate between productive discomfort, muscle soreness, and mild aches, and injury-related pain. Staying consistent with mobility work, strengthening exercises, and mindful movement should lead to long-term relief as your body adapts. And this is where it asks me a question in return to sort of, pry deeper. This is what I love about ChatGPT is it always asks, it understands, so it asks an appropriate question. I'm not saying it asks, the best question or whatever, but it always asks a question that I can take in and actually go off of. And it leads me every time down a productive, into a productive conversation. And then it says, how have you been managing the pain so far? Are there any particular movements or positions that feel better and worse? Now, ChatGPT right here is, if I had to guess, assuming that I'm stupid, are there any particular movements or positions that feel better or worse? And the reason why it is asking me that is to give me advice about what I should do, but I already know what to do because I can feel it. So let's find out. I feel like it's going to give me advice about, oh, don't do this, don't do that. This means this, this, and that, and this means that, that, and that, even though I already know. So we're going to find out. I don't know. Are there any particular movements that feel better or worse? Yeah, no, yeah. So it's literally just trying to, okay. Let's say the cat-cow feels better, because this is actually true. If I had to guess, I haven't done this yet, but if I had to guess, there's still going to be an impingement in my lower back, but my upper back will probably feel better. A lot of cracking and popping. So still a slight impingement on the right side, but it overall feels better. So I'll actually just say that. The cat-cow feels better overall. Still slight impingement on the lower right side of my back. My fucking keyboard is messed up, so it's kind of a pain to type. Yeah, lower right side of my back. Still cracking and popping when I do it. Still cracking and popping along the spine, we'll just say that. I mean, but what feels worse? I mean, the one that I would think feels worse is, well, I mean, number one, this one, because there's like a different pain associated with it now, but I can still feel the stretch. It feels like there's more inflammation in it, but the problem is I don't know the name of the stretch, so I don't actually know how to say it to ChatGPT. But there's also this one, which I don't know the name of. But this one, let's see how this one feels. Overall better. Muscles aren't cramping up as much. They actually feel responsive. I can use them now. The muscles are developing in my leg to be able to do that, because that squeeze that you see is a genuine squeeze. That's where like my hamstrings would cramp up, but still compression in the spine and inflammation. That's why you saw me like really push whenever my left leg was on the right side. So there's that. I'm honestly like just showing an example of what it looks like to listen to your body and the information that you get from that. You just have to do the movements. That's it. you know. We'll just say that. Just the cat-cow feels better overall, because I don't know the name of the other ones. So now it's going to teach me what the cracking and popping along the spine is, because I actually don't know what that is. But I just know it's not a bad thing. So it says likely means that your joints and connective tissues are adjusting, which is common when decompressing the spine. While you might feel an impingement on the lower right side, the lower right side discomfort could be due to a few things. Uneven muscle activation, pelvic imbalance, that definitely. SI joint irritation, nerve sensitivity, the thing that he brought up earlier. What you can do now, slow down and breathe, shift your hips, side bending and rotation. Shifting your hips is just shifting hips. Side bending is probably that. It's probably going to talk about twisting as well. Probably going to talk about overall decompressing of the spine. Again, twisting. Let's see. Side bending and rotation, hip and glute work, nerve flossing. If you feel any tingling, sciatic nerve flossing could help mobilize any trapped nerves. I don't know what that is. If pain persists or worsens over time, it could indicate that deeper adjustments are needed. I'm just talking to talk at this point. I don't know. I mean, a little oos. There we go. Iliotibial band stretch, or whatever the fuck. The tensor fascia latae. If that's how you pronounce it, that's just what it looks like. Fasciae latae. Whatever the fuck. Those. I'm just stretching those. You see that little pop? It's like the hip popping out of place, or the muscle popping over the hip. I don't know what the fuck it is. Ouch. See that pop? Ooh. It's like it broke up. Let's see. Do it again. I'm scared. Oh. I'm only doing that for the camera. Because honestly, that's stupid as fuck to do that. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Stretching really is fun. The better you get at it, the more fun it gets. This hip really hurts for some reason. Little bitch. Oh, this is stretching the lower back. Oh my god. Holy fuck. That's something. This really isn't that difficult either. Huh. Okay. Alright. See how you can learn right there? Okay. Well, now we're going to do this on the other side, because this is actually our good side. We're going to see what this looks like on the other end. First, we're going to just stretch that hip a little bit more. That's the reason why we were actually getting in this position in the first place. I was trying to get the inner right side of my hip. Little bitch. Alright, now other side. So we did this. So we want to do... That's right, we did like a... that we did this to get into the position, then reached. Okay. And you reached with the right arm? See? And you know why it's kind of hard for me to remember? Is because this feels different than the other side. It doesn't feel mirrored. It's pointing out imbalances. So I can't actually remember. I'm guessing I grabbed it with my right hand, because if I grabbed it with my right hand, it would make it stretch more. But I already feel it stretching from this position, like a good bit. So it's like, what hand did I fucking grab it with? Here we go. No, we did not grab it with the opposite hand. There's no fucking way. I don't believe that. Oof. The important part of the stretch is keeping this knee down. On the other leg, it doesn't want to come up, but on this leg, it really does. This is where I wish I had a weight or something. You know what, motherfucker? That's exactly what we'll do. God damn it. No more I wish. We're getting a weight. Do we have a heavy one? Get off, bitch. Room's clean. Haven't taken out the trash, though. Just gonna drop that weight. So, we do have a weight. I hope the camera angle's good, because I haven't checked it once. We free balling this bitch. So we're gonna get in the position the exact same way that we did. Where's my weight at? Shift. Okay. Okay. You feel the stretch? That leg ain't coming up no more. Oh yeah, and then that, oh my. That allows us to stretch big time. Because now it's like the weight is almost helping keep the leg down, so I can pull more of that back muscle. Because the leg is actually the limiting factor in this stretch. Until you get rid of that limiting factor and pin that bitch down. Oh, fuck me. Gosh. We're going to hold this for a while, because this is a necessary stretch. It feels so fucking tight. And also, it's not often I'm able to get a weight, because a weight really does make this a lot more efficient. Helps out so much. It'd be awesome if I could just... There we go. God damn it. Mm. Mm. This is a big deal. This is the furthest we've ever taken this stretch. Just like yesterday. Exit slowly. I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should just feel it and know. But just in case you don't, exit that bitch slowly. Ah. 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 Oh. Fuck me, dude. Oh. 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 I've never caught this on video before. I'm laughing because it feels different to breathe. I have done this before. Oh my gosh. I think everybody's experienced that. I've never caught it on camera though. Oh. Oh, wow. You don't get feelings like this often, so when you get it, take advantage of it. I'm just going to sit here and lay. Holy shit. That stretch was intense, man. No bullshit. I'm done after that one. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Fuck, bro. Like, it actually, it feels weird to breathe. It feels... Oh, my goodness. Oh, fuck. My back hurts. My back hurts, bro. Ouch. It's starting to hurt more. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Like, I promise you I'm not crazy, man. I promise you I'm not. I know how I look right now. There's a reason why I do this shit by myself. This shit is fucking... Oh. Fuck me, dude. That's crazy. We do have to do something for the back after this, but it's not going to be a stretch. We need to, decompress it big time. Doing decompression after doing a stretch, oh my, especially a stretch like that, I can already feel it. I just know, if that makes sense. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm decompressing it. And it feels fucking great, but tense. Because it's fucking with my breathing. But it means we need to do more decompression while also activating the core. That'll be an important part. It won't be all decompression. It'll also be activating the core. And I feel like that's just because it's you're decompressing and the spine's now in a different location. So now you need to activate the core to support it in that new position. And it's muscle memory for the core and for the back. You know, it's you're unlocking the mobility, so now you have to tense up the core and use that new mobility. It's the same thing, if I had to guess. I'm just taking my sweet candy ass time. Normally I wouldn't lay down this long after doing something like that, but since I'm recording a video and I can't really get on my phone, since I basically have no distractions, I don't mind just laying here. Alright. I'm getting up without activating the core or the back at all, and I'm immediately pushing my hands into my hip and decompressing the spine more. Still haven't activated the core of the back yet. Just complete, this is full rest, full rest. I'm digging into those like sharp points that I feel, that pain. I'm really trying to confront those areas. But I'm being gentle and thoughtful while I'm doing it. I'm really pushing it right now. I normally don't do it this much, but it's like I've already done so much for my back today. It's like I just want to do everything, man. And I'm recording a YouTube video, which just makes me want to do it even more, because it's like I want to show people, whoever's watching, if anybody's watching, you know, what it looks like. You know, I would like to be the best example possible. Okay. Oh, here, hold up. We'll do this. And then the last one that we'll do will be the decompression while tensing up the core. But for now, we'll just do this. Oh. I don't know if you can see my foot here. It'd be cool if you could, so you could kind of understand what I'm doing. All right. So next, and we're gonna end this off while just talking. It's been a good day today. Got a lot done. Worked 8 hours. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm about to eat. This is the last thing, decompression with tensing up the core. This isn't really the best position to do it in though, because I'm on a pad. It's better to do it like hanging from something, like hanging from a counter or a bar. So I'm honestly just gonna give up. It feels better doing this fast. You know, you want to do everything slow and controlled, but I feel like sometimes it's nice to just punch it. Your body was built to do everything, so you shouldn't do everything slow and controlled. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, always mix it up. All right. But yeah, also, this position has gotten a lot more comfortable. Other than that, man, that was something I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember it. So we'll just include that in tomorrow's video, if we remember. Other than that, honestly, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your night. It is 10:50 over here, so I'm going to make some food, and I need to be asleep by 12. God damn it, dude. I gotta take this dog to fucking doggy daycare, bro. Fuck. So, I gotta be asleep in an hour. come home from, I mean, it's a good habit, you know, it's a great schedule. It's lonely, but I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and keep doing what I love. And then whenever I find the right person, I would love to be able to share it with them. I feel like that's a hell of a lot better and a much healthier mindset to have, instead of being like all these crazy people, to where I'm instead going to ignore my problems or soak in them while getting high or doing bad habit after bad habit to distract myself from these problems. And then whenever I get a significant other, I'm going to battle through these problems with them. No, you motherfucker, you should have been doing this shit. You should have been doing it. That's what I'm doing right now, okay? And it's boring and it's lonely. Let me tell you that. It'd be a lot better if I was right now smoking, getting high as fuck, vaping, doing whatever I wanted to do, okay? And just by the way, this is the end of the video. Of the video of like this big topic. I'm going to keep recording. I've just now decided that because I'm going to rant. So the rest of this video will just be a rant. And it will have nothing to do with the title of the video. But yeah, no, I'm just going to sit here and hold on to all my problems until I can find someone and we can work through them together. Like, no, motherfucker, you should have been doing this, man. And it sucks. Like, it's lonely and it's quiet, but I'm doing the right thing. It's hard because I want to get high. I want to vape, and I'm still smoking, but nowhere near as much as I was. And it was just like I would smoke, vape, smoke, vape, smoke, vape, and you know, play video games or just listen to music, not think about anything important or do anything important, like at all. At all, nothing that mattered to me I was doing. I mean, I was still stretching, and I would stretch while smoking and vaping, but it's like I wouldn't do it just to do it, and I wasn't even really paying attention to my body anymore. I was just going through the motions and smoking and vaping. I wasn't like being intricate in the details like I was in the beginning. So I had to stop. I've quit vaping for 2 weeks now, and I also wanted to get better at singing, and vaping was stopping me from doing that, so I had to do that. And it sucks, man. It really fucking sucks. But I was just thinking, I mean, this is the way that it started off. There was this girl I was talking to at work, and I was hoping that she would be somebody that I could get together with. But things, I like to take things slow. I like to actually get to know the person. And I, number one, don't think she's that type of person. And also, number two, she's really busy. And it didn't really seem like she wanted to give me that time, even though I knew she was interested in me. So I just said, fuck it, and walked off. But because of her, I was still thinking, like, I need to quit vaping. Because she got me in the mindset of chasing somebody, wanting. And because I wanted her, I was, like, thinking about myself and my problems. And I was thinking about, literally, this is my thought process. I was thinking about how, oh, well, whenever I get together with her, because I'm thinking in absolutes. I think in absolutes. I'm not going to, you can't go down a path and try to see into the future if you aren't thinking in absolutes. So I was like, whenever I get together with her, I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to do it for her. And then I realized that's what a fucking crazy person would do. No, we're just going to stop it now. And we're going to do it for her, but we're not going to do it for her. Because if this shit falls through, you're just going to go back to doing it? No. I'm going to do it not for her, but I'm going to do it for whichever girl I get that I know will be the one I will love for the rest of my life. That's who I'll do it for. But I don't have that person right now. So it makes it lonely. Makes it hard. You don't want to do it, but you're doing the right thing. It fucking sucks. But it's also fulfilling at the same time because you know you're doing the right thing. I go to work, I come home, I recount the day to make sure that I'm learning everything. I'm not forgetting anything. More importantly, I'm not forgetting anything. And then after that, I pray. You have to pray. And then after that, I do, vocal exercises, etc. And then after that, I record a YouTube video where I pretty much stretch the entire time. And because of that, now that I've said that, I now have to stretch. Where I stretch pretty much the entire time, which is a fantastic habit to have. But also on top of that, I'm potentially teaching somebody something very useful that could literally potentially change their lives. And that means a lot to me. Even just the possibility makes it worth it. Why not add that into my day? Why not? What else am I going to do? Smoke and vape? No. So there's that. Yeah. I've made the lifestyle changes, but now it's just about not giving up and being consistent. And I'm afraid because in the future, man, it does not look good. I'm going to pick you up and we're going to go for a little walk because I need to figure out what I want to eat. It is 10:57. Oh yeah, that's how it fucked me. I forgot that was my wallpaper. That's how I'm like learning parts of the body now, so I can know what's what I'm actually feeling, where it is. Let's go get our food. Hold up, a little physique update. You see what I mean though? Like I used to not have that, man. So it's really cool ever since I started training the way that I train. Let's see what else. Let's see. Do we look symmetrical, like more symmetrical? Maybe I can give you a, like right here, we're just sort of paying attention to the collarbones, the lines that they make, how far the shoulder blades or the shoulders are apart, the way that the light hits them. We're going to stretch while trying to keep the collarbones straight. Okay. We are fixing imbalances. But look, there's also a vein right there too. A vein right there. That's cool. But it also like runs up. You can't really see it in this lighting. You kind of can. There's a vein like right here. And then right there that runs up. This weak lighting, you can't see it. And I also don't have a pump. But it's really fucking cool. And then I have like a vein in the lat that's popping up. You can't see it. But I can't point it out too. But it's cool, man. Really cool. I always saw people with shit like that, and I was always jealous. Like, oh, I want that. What are we going to eat? Put our shirt on real quick. It's a little chilly in here. Food. Gonna put the camera on. My pubes are showing a little bit, so I'm going to turn this way. Okay. Food. Fuck. Damn, bro. I need to get more food. Yeah, I need to go get more food. I'm gonna go do that. There's some out in the freezer. Oh yeah, we can just have a pizza, bro. Keep it nice, simple, and easy. And then we can keep talking and keep stretching while we're... Fuck yeah, dude. I don't want a Coke. I've had enough. I'll take another protein shake, though. I've had one today so far. I had a 10-piece McNugget. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Yeah, boy. Yeah, man. Jack, keep it good in the wild, man. Bomba, Claude. Well, I was wondering what we were gonna eat, but I just figured it out. It's gonna be pizza. Shoes, that's what we were thinking. Us. Here, hold up. This would just be a better idea. Shoes, man. Yeah. We're gonna walk over here. Get us some sokis. The best part about the whole stretching and whatnot is it opens up the body so that you can be a little bit more influential with the body language. That's not the right word to use. I mean, it kind of is, but it makes it fun to move around, bro. On some real shit. You know, before, whenever you're in pain all the time, it's not really fun to move around. But, fuck, man, it's like training this way, man. Whenever you fix all the problems that you have, holy shit, let me tell you, it makes you so grateful. Like, even if there's a lot of shit going on, you can still just be happy that no pain. There's no pain. Oh, dude, it's just, and you worked for it. You fought for it. It's the best part. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I feel great right now, and I worked 8 hours today. I've worked out today. Legitimately. At work. I worked out. I had to carry bikes outside, so I turned it into a workout. And I also got a great stretch in while I was doing it. I was carrying the bikes, but I found that if I let this shoulder drop, and then I did this with all the weight, it stretched the fuck out of that muscle. It also helped train my grip, too. You know, I've done a lot today for the body. You know, the more you do, the better. Always. Remember that. See if I can turn this flashlight on while the camera's on. This is beautiful. Technology is fucking awesome. It's not often you ask and receive. Wow. Let's hope nobody's out here. You know what I'm saying? On some creep shit. Trying to kill a G. Big stepper. You know, because we hold the fort down, bro. On phone ain't, okay? Oh, fuck no. Hey, do you see that they say? Hey, creeper. Yeah, you just walk into customs and act like you lost food, they take you back home. You know, I'm looking all around. I'm fucking paranoid. Check the salt. Make sure we get on the salt. Yeah, we get on the salt. Man, if I take a piss right now on camera. Sorry, thought I heard something. If I take a piss right now on camera, would that, like, get me in trouble with YouTube? Like, not if I recorded it, duh. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? A pizza and some waffles, because I really need the calories. Yeah. Fuck, I don't have the... Oh, we got chicken wings? What the fuck? Dinner? Found dinner for tomorrow? That's just too much work now. We don't have enough time for chicken wings. You will open, bitch. Pussy. We're just gonna take a handful and carry them bitches inside. This is ghetto as fuck. How many's in here, bitch? Take that. We got our food. Yeah. Black Lives Matter. I am an ally. And just so anybody